This is a full walkthrough of Rescue Emily in Resident Evil Requiem. So I'm starting from the save point because you come in here and you literally just walk a straight line all the way to the security room. A good starting place. So right from the save point, put your stuff away, whatever you need to put away, and we're going to start from right here. So we're going to come out to here. These guys are alive, but I'm just going to ignore them because I don't need to waste any bullets on them. The first time I did this, I cleared everything, but then I realized that it's kind of unnecessary. So you go into here. I kind of just skipped a lot of where I am, so I forgot the cutscene. So you go over here to this holding cell area on the right, and it starts a cutscene. You find Emily, but she's locked behind some doors. So you're going to go over here, and you're going to hold this button to remove, and you're going to get your first joint plug. You're going to need these. Also, here's a hint about the joint plugs and what you need to do, and here's the switch to pull, but it does nothing unless all 3 joint plugs are in there. So now we're in the holding cells. Now we can do this, I think, I don't know. There's a few different orders we can do this in. The first one, what we're going to do first, though, is go all the way back to where we were. So we were over here by security room. We're going to go back to the beginning. So we have one place we can put the plug in right there. We don't need to do that just yet. Instead, we'll go past that. And we'll go all the way back to here. So there's a power distributor right by the start. This is the first one we're going to need to do. Put the joint plug into this one. The door will open. There's a box right here. You can push this box. And then you can slip through right here. Then you're right here in the boiler room. And you have to come this way so the electricity is not on. So you can go back into here and get the square socket wrench. There's also an empty bottle if you want it. And there is some flesh, meat, whatever, blood. I don't know. I'm going to grab that personally because I actually need some right now. Then we're going to head back to get out. And this is scripted. The boss will always come in here. So you can speed this up by just waiting a minute. You wait till you hear it eating something and then shoot it. And it'll turn around and get really pissed off. And then you're going to play Ring Around the Rosie with it. On the way out, there's a lock pick right here that you can grab. And then you're going to get out of here. So now we got out the north end of the boiler room right here. We're going to go through. We're going to hold this button to remove. And then we got our thing, the joint plug.
Barely made it.
Now we're heading back to the save room. We don't need to go to the save room specifically. We just need to head back this way. So the boss will always pop up right here. And so what we do is we put the joint plug in right behind us. And then we wait for the boss to move some. And then we shoot it to speed things up. And then we have to just stay alive against the zombies. So, gonna knock this guy down. And shoot him in the chin a few times. I don't actually have to kill this guy. I just needed to stall. I just need him to come over to me. There's some loot in here, by the way. So, you can come in here and grab it. Handgun ammo and stuff. There's a place to use the lockpick over there. It has rare, or whatever that metal is it used for the 7.62 ammo. Also, now I am going to have to kill this guy. Or at least stun him. Because I forgot to grab this. Alright. Now, I can move on. Let me see if there's anything to put away. Not really. So, that wrench thing. We can go over to the furnace. Go left. And over here, blood. Take that. After the blood, we're going to look over at this thing. So we're right here in the collection point. And we're just going to go ahead and use this thing. Now, I don't know. There may be somewhere else this thing is used. But I think that's like the only... There's got to be somewhere else. That's the only place I've ever used it. There must be some side thing in here that you can use it on. That I've never seemed to find. So... I don't know. It must be somewhere. Maybe I'll find it this time. Anyway, so now we're going to go up towards the holding cells, but we're not going to go in the holding cells. Instead, to the left, there's this access point right here. We're going to take the plug and we're going to put it in here now. So now we're at the furnace. We're going to head out from the furnace. I might need some inventory space, so I'm going to make a med injector. Just to clean up my inventory some. Now we're going to head through here. I'm just going to go ahead and take this guy out because I don't feel like making you guys wait for me to just stealth this part. You can stealth this part, but it just takes a while. All right, well, I could have done better. I accidentally shot prematurely on some of those shots, and so they didn't do full damage. I'm going to take that. And then I think the other lockpick is back here. Yeah, there's another lockpick back here. Now we have 2 lockpicks. Thankfully, they stack. So now we're in this area over here, left a furnace. We're going to take this thing.
That's 2.
And then we're going to... oh, yeah, before we head out, I should probably go in here. So I forgot this isn't like a speed run. There's some notes in here. If you want some lore, there's some scraps in here. And there's a safe in here. So if you wanted to do the safe, we have the basement safe code. And this was, unless you missed it, when you're playing as Leon in the attic, it was just on the right inside of a chest. So right 60, left 40, right 80. So right 60, so 60, 40, 80. Okay, 60, 40, 80. So we go right 60, then we go left to 40, then we go right to 80, and then we press AX, whatever is the bottom. And inside of this one is handgun ammo and a raccoon roundup map, Rhodes Hill. So on the back, I don't really know what that does. I guess it's some lore. I should honestly look at that lore if I can find it. I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, you can look at it when you do. I don't want to sit here and have to splice the video just because I can't figure out where it is with my eyeballs fast enough. So we're going to head through here. We're just going to push this guy out of the way. So now all we got to do is remove this. Okay. And then after that, if we want, we can go up here and get some more stuff, but I can do that at the end. Then I shot that guy, I stunned him, and I'm just going to move on. If I have anything to make, I should probably make it because I am running out of inventory space. So I'm going to make a med injector. Oh, I should not have made the med injector. Well, awkward. Whatever. Also over here, some more scrap. Going to take it. Oh boy, I messed up bad. Alright, luckily the normal shot stunned him. So we're going to go here now, and we're going to put both of these in here in the collection point. And I need some blood, and my blood collection thing's real bad. So if you try to go right here, this floor will collapse. Actually, it might just collapse with us on it. No. It literally teleported me back or something. What was that? Alright, and then up here, there's some scrap on the left. I guess I'll grab. I can just throw it away. I'm just doing a video. This is my actual main playthroughs. I would care more, but after this, I literally just unload the save and go to a different save, so it doesn't matter for me right now. But for you, you want to handle these resources however you think. So that's a green herb on the way up, and now my inventory is full. I'm over here, but thankfully, here's the next joint plug. I will have to throw something out since I can't make anything. I have so many heals, but also I have so much scrap. I don't know. I'm actually going to get rid of the heal because I'm just so far ahead on heals. And then I'm going to grab this, the forklift key. That was right here on the map. And then you can use that in this forklift and in the other forklift. So we're going to use the forklift key. And then go into here, inside here. Thankfully, there is another hip pouch. That's 2 more slots. Okay, then over here is a map. And then over here some ammo. And up here is the processing tank. And that's it for this area. You cannot take... Oh, and this. You cannot take the joint plug from here yet because it closes the door on you, and then there's no way to get out. You can't do that. Can't remove that. But the hip pouch was nice, and yeah, you had to get the forklift key. Now we need to get out of here. So we can't go back to the one. We have to go through the side path because that thing fell down. And then... we go through here, and we're presented with a jump scare. So right now we're at this area, heading back up.
Oh, fuck.
Then we're going back to the, whatever this thing's called. I already forgot. Okay, so now we're at the collection pool. And we need to go back up to this area. But since I am in Not so much of a super big rush since I'm doing more of a just walkthrough and not a speed run of this. I'm actually going to go, since there's all those guys blocking, I'm going to go up to here. In the holding cell. Gonna knock this guy over sideways so he doesn't really go in. Okay, that worked out badly. I'm just gonna kill all these guys. I have a bunch of scrap. They drop any blood? Looks like the answer to that's no. But I think in this guy's cell there's some, and I definitely want to get some. Mainly for ammo. So far I'm doing insanely good on health, but the ammo. Oh, I don't want that empty injector. I don't even know what you use these for. What do you combine that with? Oh, you combine that with flesh. Actually, I guess you do want those. That's how you increase your max health. I've just been so lazy on my playthroughs. I'm just like, I don't even need the health. Who cares? And then there's another infected blood over here. I can fit with the cap. I should probably spend that. So let's make handgun ammo. Oh, I should not have made handgun ammo. I should instead make the thing. So either max health or firepower. I'm actually going to firepower. Who needs max health? Then we can just go ahead and use that right away. Do new ability increase. So now we're over here at the workshop, and we're going to put... I did not grab the plug, so that's real awkward. Don't make the same mistake I made. Grab your plug. So that's going to cost me like 25 seconds. So back over to here. This guy probably is going to die now from the damage. Maybe not. Knock him down. Hold the button to remove. Now we can head back through here. I hear the boss right behind me somewhere. So now I have the plug. And I'm over in the holding cells. I'm going to put a plug in here. I could have done it also from the furnace. Either one would have worked. That boss sounds extremely fast. I need a tool to open this. You can use the square socket wrench, but if you come in from the other side, it would have knocked it open when you were in the previous area. I need to get in here just to make sure I'm not about to get clamped in here. There's some scrap in here, but other than that, doesn't really matter, I guess. So we're going to move on through the shortcut. I really want to see what happens if you shoot one of those. What if it's an achievement? I bet it is an achievement knowing these game developers. Alright, so now we just have to wait for them to get far enough away. Do not go out till they're actually far away, or else the boss will just turn around like that. So now I have to wait longer. So patience is king here. King, whatever. Because if you're not patient and you want to peek and watch, then the boss just turns around. And that's annoying. So. Also, I need to back up further, or else the boss may just stand here. We're just going to wait. Wait. And wait. And then we're going to go out. We're going to turn the light off. Alright. We're going to go here, and we're going to use the forklift key. Which will not make the boss run over, which is kind of funny. I'm going to put a power cell in here, so we're over here now. That'll open the door to this. And then we just need to get in here and don't touch the body. Just stay between all this stuff. And now we're safe. I don't know if that guy's dead or not. I think he's dead. Alright, so there's some infected blood here. And there is some handgun ammo over here. And what we need to do is we're right here and we have to interact with this. That'll have Grace pull it over. And we actually have to do this. And then we need to find a way to slip through here and get out. And now we're back to the top and we can pull this lever. That'll make it go the opposite way. Once we get an opening here, we can get through. And then we need an opening where we're not going to get grabbed by a zombie, ideally. So not that opening, unless maybe you might be able to shoot him in the head and kill him and then be able to take an opening that has a zombie point blank behind you. But otherwise, you're going to wait for one that has at least a gap of 2. You might be able to do a gap of 1, actually. I don't know. There's also some loot on the left. There's some blood and a knife over there, but I don't really care right now, so I'm just going to stay in line. So we're here now. There was the knife. There's also some blood over there to get in the blood container.
Stay calm, Grace.
Okay, so now we get up here. Over here, you can save if you'd like. There's also blood over here to grab. I'm going to grab. And so now you can save there. Then you got to pull this over in processing. We're on the other side now. So we can pull this, or not pull this, turn this. And when we turn this, unskippable cutscene, it will drain the blood. And we're going to stand here, and as soon as it lets us go, we're going to go down there. And when we go down here, we're going to want to grab this ammo. And if you have room for it, you can grab Molly.
What?
But you don't really need the Molly. So all you got to do is stand back here. The conveyor belt is going to try to pull you into this thing, and the zombies are going to try to grab you and attack you to make you accidentally walk into it.
No.
So the easiest way to deal with this is just if you can get a powerful headshot, you can often stun them. And then they'll just fall back into it. If they're up here, you can stun them and then kick them back. Like that. Melee them back. Okay. I totally shot that guy too, but I guess it just wasn't enough. So I'm not even going to worry. We're just going to run because I was right next to that grinder. So you got to be mindful of the grinder. So he died to the grinder. I cannot hit the way that guy's head's moving. There we go. If you see the double arrow above his head, it means you stunned him, and then you're good. Also, one of the tricks is kind of wait till they get up, and then it'll let you actually stun them. If you shoot too soon, you'll just shoot them as they're getting up, and nothing's really going to happen. Also, this guy survived. Alright, just like that. Knock him back. Knock him back. Gotta be careful. I am way too close to the grinder. Okay. So I survived. Ladder comes up on both sides. We need to get to the opposite side, though. So that joint plug from earlier, it's right here. Also saying there's handgun ammo somewhere. It must be down below. Yeah, we can remove this now because now we have a way to escape. Last time if the door would close, we'd know where to go. Now we have somewhere to go. Yeah, and there's handgun ammo here. I never actually realized that. I missed that every single time until now. And it looks like it's never opened the map here. Now we got to climb back to the opposite side. There's also a green herb here. Looks like I got plenty of space for now. So right here, feel free to save if you want, and then crawl through here. Now that the power's off, this fan stops spinning. And you go forward, and you'll slide down into the blood.
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Okay. Then we go up here. Another herb. Now, this is a perfect time if you're going to do it. Depends on what you need, though. It is a perfect time to make anything that you can with your blood, because what you can do is pull this thing, and that will make this drain. And then in here will be a bunch of infected blood. So it's a huge come up. So right now we are over in the bottom of the collection pool. So yeah, if you need to craft anything, go ahead and do it right now during all this free infected blood. That one's hardly even worth grabbing, but one of these is real big. I think it was it this one? No, it's the last one. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make a med injector and make another med injector, and then we're going to grab this last one, which I think, yeah, it's an 80. Huge. All right. And I think that's... Oh, there's one more over here. This one is 60. So, yeah, this is a great... Like, if you survive this far, then you get a huge come up, and now you are kind of set for a while. Unless you missed the blood collector when you were in the care center, which that would be rough. Can you imagine? You missed the blood collector. I mean, hey, the game's totally beatable, but it would just be rough. All right, so that guy didn't even see me. So now what we need to do is we need to go and collect our joint plugs. So we're going to move on to here. That guy's turning into a blister. I'm just going to get out of here. We can't get the first one. We have to go straight for the second one. There's some scrap I didn't grab from earlier. So now we're up here in the workshop, and we are heading down through here. And I've never done it in this order. I always did it from the furnace entrance. This is actually the first time I've done it through the workshop entrance, because I'm trying to show you guys more of like a 100% run or closer to it. And so, oh, there's an empty bottle. Do I have space for that? Oh yeah, I'll grab it. All right, so we're gonna grab this. Okay. I don't know. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? I didn't even hear this person. I did hear them, but I don't know where they came from. I can't do anything until they circle around with me. Okay, I'm good. So I was in there, and now I'm heading back through here out to the workshop. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to grab. I think I basically, whoa. I basically 100%ed it. Wait, can this guy really knock it in here? I'm just going to body shot him, I guess. I got one headshot in there. I wonder how many shots it takes to kill a blister with a body shot. He dead? Oh. Oh, this is ridiculous. Kind of at that perfect range. Oh. What the heck was that about? Dude, they must just not die to body shots. This is insane. I'm about to magnum this guy. Dude, I'm just gonna unload. I'm gonna see. Now I just gotta do it for science. I'm gonna unload the save anyway afterwards. I'm just making a video for you guys. I'm thinking you literally can't kill a blister with a body shot. Alright, we're gonna find out. Okay, so you can kill him with a body shot, but either it was gonna take a lot more shots, or I had to use the Magnum. I'm not really sure, but that was insane. I never tried doing that before. I always just went for the head. Okay, so at this point, let's double check everything. I'm pretty sure we actually 100% of it. I mean, there's some stuff over there you can unlock. I didn't really reveal it. Yeah, I think that might be the only thing that's locked down here. The other lockpick that you get, I think it's for, you actually end up going back to the care center. And so you can actually use the lockpick then. But yeah, it just has that rare metal that you use for crafting 7.62 55mm ammo for the Magnum. And there's another locker over there that I didn't grab. And then, yeah, so now what you do is you go back here. Also, I don't think I grabbed the loot. There's some loot in here. Yeah, so there's some loot in this last cell. It's the only open cell. And also, I forgot to grab my power cell joint vault. So we're going to grab this one. Okay, there we go. And yeah, I think that's basically 100%. But we're not done yet. But I think I checked literally everything. So we're going to put all three of these back in. And we're going to cutscene. And then we end up with Emily and all those cells open. Now, I do wonder if you actually killed everybody from all the cells before you did that, then you might be able to just walk in those cells. And I wonder if there'd be anything in any of them. I don't think there's anything in any of them, but I actually never checked. And I think you might just get cornered anyway with Emily and then use a dynamite while do a bunch of meds. So you're going to get in here. We're down at the elevator now. Once I put her down, I'll show you where we are. So we're all the way back here. We were in here, and we wrapped around like this. And at this point, all the doors were closed, so it was the only place we could go. And then you're going to look at this, and you're going to hold or tap, depending on your settings, on this stuff. And then after that, you're going to look at this. Oh, you don't even have to look at that. Yeah. And then it should just go up. And you get stuck in basically a cutscene. I also was very curious to try this, and I'm not going to do it. But I wonder if you threw a molly and you just healed through it, will Emily die, and will you get a game over for Emily dying? Also, my controller just died, so let me see if I can use the mouse and keyboard for the last seconds here. Crazy timing for that controller to die, by the way. Yeah, so we'll finish this out with the mouse and keyboard, even though look how slow this turns. This is the fastest it will let me turn the mouse and keyboard. Do you guys have this too? I can't get it to turn faster than this. And even if I turn my mouse sensitivity up in my PC, I still can't turn faster than this. It's terrifying. Anyway, so now this happens. So there's our friend. Also, where did she get a dress that fits her? Did they dress her after she mutated? Alright, so then we end up here. Oh. And then we have to tap whatever your key is here to get out. Alright. And then it's a cutscene. And I don't want to ruin it for you, so I'm going to skip it. And then you get the star quartz, and yeah, and now you are out of the basement, and you are back in the care center, and that's it for the basement. So hopefully helped you guys out. I just wanted to make a fun walkthrough for that, whether you guys thought it was fun or you just needed help with something. Hopefully either helped you out, entertained you, whatever. But now you know how to do the basement and basically 100% it in Resident Evil Requiem.